Hey guys, welcome to Comic Book Club. I'm Alex.
I'm Justin.
I am Pete.
And this is our top 20 of 2008. We know it's a little bit late, but
we had to think about it.
Yes.
There's a lot of comics to sift
really
through.
difficult.
We had to drink about it too.
Yes, it's very tough because I don't remember any comic books that came out this year.
Yeah.
But we went through it. We don't agree on everything, but we're going to count it
Damn
down.
right we don't.
Wow. In this show, we're going to do 20 through 11. And we're going to kick it off with number 20, which is Patsy Walker, Hellcat, which we all unanimously agreed on.
Why is this on the top 20? This is a ridiculous
Keep in mind
comic.
it's number 20.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. It shouldn't even be on the list.
David LaFuente's art is gorgeous. It's absolutely unique.
I'm not
absolutely
taking away
beautiful.
anything from his art.
And I think Catherine Modin's writing is ridiculous and hilarious. Makes no sense, but in a perfect, wonderful way.
Pete, give it a break. I mean, the next 9 are Wolverine one-shots. So just let
I
them
wish.
have that one.
Let's move on to talk about number 19.
Well, I will say, it is
Yes.
a crazy... It's nice to see a unique voice, and that's what this
We gotta
is.
we gotta get through these. Come on.
And that's... that's
All right,
how
let's
it
talk
makes
about Madman. You want to say something nice about Madman?
Yes, Madman, the reason this is on the list is it's very creative. It's definitely outside the box. It really pushes the envelope as far as art in a comic book form.
It really knocks it out of the park.
Patsy Walker Hellcat.
Yes!
You're such a ditch.
It's just the binding is better.
Madman is one of my favorite titles month after month. Let's talk...
And to continue, it's also a very unique voice and experimental, risky in
Absolutely.
writing and presentation.
Absolutely. Number 18 is Drafted.
Yeah.
We've liked the series for a very long time. We did feel like it stumbled a little bit towards the end of its current run, last couple of issues or so.
But I think it'll continue on the right path after.
It was very creative. It was very cool, and it made you think and made you wonder, and it was awesome.
It made you wonder.
But it
Knocked it out of the park?
It sucked at the end.
Cool. Number 17 is Giant Size Astonishing XMen. Again, we were a little divided on this. Pete, you hated it.
Yep.
I loved it.
Number 17
because
with
I
the
love
bullet.
anything that has to do with Joss Whedon. And
Yeah,
Kitty
that's
Pryde.
why it's on the list.
That's a weird
It's-
fantasy of yours. Joss Whedon and Kitty Pryde.
Yeah, she phases into Joss Whedon.
Say no more.
What?
Fantasy discussed.
Yeah.
This was a nice issue, only for the fact that Kitty Pryde is nowhere to be seen in the Marvel
Like, give me
universe
this
right now.
basketball special.
Yeah, gross.
Joss.
That's true and gross. It's nice that Kitty Pryde is gone, and the ramifications for Colossus are really interesting, well played out, and this is a great issue.
This is a really excellent, really well done issue that brought everything in the entire run together.
Yeah, great culmination.
Number 16.
It was all right.
Number 16, Fear Agent. This is, without a doubt, one of our favorite series.
Yeah.
Rick Remender, you crazy mofo.
Yeah.
That's a compliment.
This is a year when Rick Remender released probably about 47,000 comic books.
And he kind of broke big with into Marvel and DC with a lot of mainstream projects.
But Fear
It's
Agent.
great to see that he hasn't forgotten about Fear Agent, which is a great title that amps up every single issue.
And it hasn't, like you're saying, it hasn't missed a step. Like, say, when Kirkman broke into doing all his Marvel work, I feel like Invincible, Walking Dead started to stumble a little bit, and now they're getting better. Fear Agent has remained strong throughout.
That's a really good point.
Let's
Let's move on. Number 15, Criminal. You guys want to
Brubaker.
talk about this a little bit?
Criminal is just very fantastic. The art and the writing go together in a nice pulpy way. It's really cool, kind of like whodunit. Like you're not sure where the story's going till later in the comic. Awesome.
A lot of people talk about how these last few issues are more split up. They're kind of one-shotty. And there was the run that kind of dominated the second half of the year. But it's really good. I like that he's kind of doing what he wants and telling the right stories.
Cool. Number 14. I don't read it.
Yeah.
Number 14, X-Force. We were also a little divided on this, Pete, because you're like, why aren't they hacking and slashing?
Exactly.
But Kyle and Yost are probably not the best, but one of the best writers working at Marvel right now.
And they are still coming up. I feel like when they kind of hit the top, it's going to be a golden age for Marvel.
I definitely tip my hat to them for being creative and kind of taking what you think normal characters should do under circumstances and push.
Well, it's so surprising you don't like this because it's such a high octane series, but it's
absolutely.
also well written and the characters are so strong.
Everything, the villains are bigger, the action is bigger, the emotion is bigger across the board. The thing that I think they do so wonderfully that they also did with New X-Men is they take things that are payoffs for longtime fans, but still readable if you have no idea what's going on.
I wish this was higher in the list because I think this is one of the best series to debut last year, and it's only getting better.
All right.
It is only getting better now.
Ah, there we go.
Now that
You're stupid.
Number 13, Hack Slash,
Hack
another one of
Slash.
our perennial favorites.
we had to put this on here just because it is such a great, fun title that it's Hack Slash. It's not high concept, but yet it does kind of push things a little
It is
bit.
actually very high concept.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like.
But it's not complex.
Yeah,
right.
Which
Oh,
is-
thank you.
If I can
Thank you.
translate from the...
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, it's hard to get what's going on.
There's a big middle area here, which I occupy.
Rosetta Tyler.
Yeah, exactly.
Hack Slash is great, issue after issue. Really enjoyable. Tim Seeley does an incredible, excellent job expanding the universe and the characters.
Yeah.
And kudos for him for releasing several issues this year outside of the Diamond catalog.
Yeah.
Outside of the Diamond catalog, in a kind of
Screw Diamond.
risky crossover, but yet it was probably the most, for the continuity of it, the most important issues that have come out since like the first arc. It's he takes a lot of risks, which is great to see.
Agreed. Number 12, The Punisher. This past year saw the end of Garth Ennis's run. Pete, you want to give a little bit of a...
Yeah, Garth Ennis really took the Punisher out of kind of like the jokey world and put him on the map as far as like a character really to...
As far as throwing penises to vultures, he really expanded.
You're such a...
Really?
Yeah, I knew you couldn't do... but it was great as a Punisher fan to be put on the map and to be like, yeah, this is a lot of fun. This is great.
Here's
on the
how
map.
good his run was. His run was so good that Justin and I actually liked issues with the Punisher.
That's true. When he took on the wives of the gangsters, great art. Love that.
Excellent,
art.
excellent art.
Really smart.
Really good series. Really classic run on a title, which is really
Yeah.
nice. And that's only number 12. Very exciting. Number 11, amazing. Controversial. Amazing Spider-Man, Brand New Day.
Why is that on there?
This is on here because without a doubt,
Pete lost a
this
bet.
is the first time Pete lost a bet in years that I have consistently enjoyed Spider-Man. Spider-Man is probably the character that got more people than anybody else into comics.
Yep.
Is probably the most popular character in comics, the most iconic character in comics, and it's nice to see good writers that are having fun writing with artists that are excellent and experimental and interesting, writing the top character in comics. That's
Yes.
what I think is so great about this.
Now, here's the thing. I agree with you completely.
Yes.
The only thing that sticks in my craw,
Sure.
and Pete's obviously, is they could have done all of those, that made it 3 times a month, put great teams on it with a real continuity focus without getting rid of Mary Jane, and it still would have been just as good, maybe even better, and wouldn't have alienated fans like this guy over here. I do think it's been great, though there was a bumpy period.
Yeah, there was real... I don't know why you had to upset people to
The apple
take
cart.
things in a new direction. Everything that they did could have been done with Mary Jane still intact thus far. Minor stuff excluded, obviously. But I just feel that, I like the idea of what they're doing with Spider-Man. I just wish they didn't kick me in the nuts to get there.
Physically, that Dan Slott kicked him in the nuts at New York Comic Con.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Don't point.
No,
Don't point the foot.
No,
It's a nice guy.
it was all in good fun.
Yeah, it was like a
We were
little
having
bit.
a nice
We were
time.
doing a little.
So, that is 20 through 11. Stay tuned. We're going to give you 1 through 10.
You gotta hear.
This
1
is-
through 10. 10 through 1, really.
Yeah.
We're gonna count them down.
If you have a question for us, you can write us at thecomicbookclub@yahoo.com. You can upload your video responses below, comment, tell your friends, and...
Tell us what you think of these reviews.
Yes,
yeah,
please.
please do.
And, of course, search out number 1 through 10. They're going to be up at the same time. So you can go watch that. It'll probably be on our YouTube channel.
I hope so.